waiting at a seat with pictures. Taking look around at your neighbors, make sure that they are also getting similar opportunities. We do want as many people as possible to get the chance to see these awesome animals, especially right now when Yong Yong is the only individual in the field.
Look at the short teeth. Sit down, the panda, sit down. It's sit down and eat. Yeah. One day it'll be real big. It'll be sit down and yeah. I see. He eating. Oh, got a little bit of hand. I wish I could touch it. I wish I could get in and touch it. I wish it was going to be a small hole in our face.
They cut their face either rectal or a lot of their time is spent resting and much vegetation and weather they don't like and the time it is run by and flat. So those postures will get really stiff, they'll turn through it. Yeah. Make sure they look at each other, and we'll make sure they're looking at their eyes and then run by and not go. That's what it looks like most of the time. If you ever actually each other, it's a lot of slapping. With the girls, it's a little bit more local, so there's a little bit more screaming, a little bit more hair. But it's kind of like a one-side thing. So they really avoid confrontation as much as possible. And this is a great example. This is a great example of that. How Echo would come down versus trying to come down and challenge partners. Their faces look grumpy, but they're okay. They don't have like as expressive faces as humans do. So they just if a cat decides to come down, it's probably gonna go the long way. He's gonna go behind that tree and up front. And then once he gets down here, he will sit with his back facing towards us. Keep an eye on the early. We're just gonna have to give him a few minutes to find a break.
Look, here she goes too. They're all like, all right, we're out. See y'all later.
Oh.
They're ready. They just know it's about to happen because it's about to be the time.
Oh, those two up there playing. They went over there and smacked him.
That is a lot of gorillas.
There's some big ones right over there. This little guy.
Casey, come look. Come here. Say, excuse me. Look, they're moving. Gross.
Oh, he just peed.
There he goes. Say bye-bye, gorilla.
Oh, he's duking.
Ew, okay.
If I do it casually, will they notice? That's funny. Caught a monkey peeing and one taking a dump. There you go. That's selfie time. This little guy, he's funny. Look at him.
That's hilarious.
That's funny, he's being all interactive.
That's fun.
He's like, I'm done.
Look, Shaggy, look, he's right here.
So human-like. So funny. This guy.
Yeah, see.
Monkey!
Right up here, you can watch it on the screen. They're broadcast on their
That's my belly. Time to eat. Oh, where's this little guy doing? He went flying across. Like a little gymnast. That's funny. This big old guy. Just chilling.
You can't tell me that gorilla can't break this. What did he do?
He just ran by and smacked him.
Just that same one?
Uh-oh. That little guy's funny, the one going up that branch. What happened over here? See some territorial stuff going on? Bro, you gonna go? Come on. Uh-oh. That little guy's just chilling up there. Picking his nose now. And I was like, alright, we can retreat now. Go back to where we were. All's good. False alarm. What this little guy about to do? He gonna run by and smack somebody. He's funny. This guy's funny. Hey, what you got up there? You gonna give me some? Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 215
gorilla training demonstration. My name is Sarah T. I am one of the gorilla keepers here at Zoo Atlanta. And I will be doing a training demonstration in the lovely keeper terrarium right here. You can also see it on a couple of our screens, so obviously there's nothing exciting happening on that screen right now. Nope, nothing. But soon, it will be this magic moment of myself and a gorilla. We're not going to share the same space at the same time, so nobody has to worry. I'm going to go in the little glass box. I'm going to open a door. A silverback of this group is going to come over. His name is Taz, and I will be doing a training demonstration. So here at Zoo Atlanta, we have a very intense training program that is positive reinforcement training. If you've been in here for a while, it does pop up on the screen and tells you a little bit about what positive reinforcement training is and some of the things that we do here at Zoo Atlanta. Our large family group, he is the
She's doing a training
silverback
demonstration.
He just means he is a fully mature adult male. So he is the oldest, well, he's the only male in the group. He is the oldest, and the only other male is the youngest. So Taz and Floyd kind of bookend that group, and everybody knows all about Floyd, right? So this is going to look very similar to what we do inside every single morning with all 19 of our gorillas. So this, like I said, this is our large family group. We do have 9 individuals in this group.
That door is right outside this window.
Come over to participate in order to kind of try and reduce any jealousy or competition, anything like that. But as you can see, he is a little bit on edge to make sure that his kids don't bother him while he's in the middle of the training section. So this is Taz. He is 35 years old. Directly to his right, our left, is Floyd. Again, everybody knows Floyd. He's famous. So Taz is a pretty average male. He is 35 years old, which is pretty average. He's about 365 pounds. He is a fully mature adult male, which means he is a silverback. And he's named that because he has, big surprise, a silverback. So when Taz is younger as a male, he has black hair on his back, and they're called blackbacks. So all of our training is positive reinforcement, which means that I can ask Taz for a behavior if he does the behavior. Please don't bang on the glass, guys. We don't want to scare the gorillas, okay? We can ask him for a behavior if he chooses not to participate. He just doesn't get a little treat. It doesn't mean that we're withholding anything from him. This is all extra stuff. If he chooses not to do the behavior for whatever reason, he doesn't want to, we're stuck with kids behind him, he can just not do that behavior. So some of the behaviors that we do are a little bit more intense. We can ask them for a shoulder. We can give them a shot or any vaccine that they may need.
You can see him right there on the left side next to the edge.
Because they build a good rapport with us as keepers. We get to spend individualized time with them. We get to look over their body, make sure they don't have any injuries, because obviously I can't just kind of go in there and test for any injuries we might have. Gorilla groups, they tend to get into little scuffles. Injuries happen, it's not a big deal. With our positive reinforcement training, we can get a good look at his entire body and make sure that he's all nice and healthy. With this open mouth behavior, we can look inside their mouth, make sure that they have nice healthy teeth. We can even train them to brush their teeth. We brush their teeth sometimes if we find it necessary. Yeah, this is an average day with Floyd. They're just going to play behind you, is that okay? Yeah, can I see your ears? The gorillas are anatomically very similar to people. They have 5 fingers and 5 toes. They are knuckle walkers, but instead of walking on a fist, they are walking up on these bones. This part of their hand right here. They have a very short thumb to keep it out of the way when they're walking. Other than that, if it was long like ours, it would drag on the ground. Because they are very heavy animals, Taz is about 365 pounds, which is really pretty heavy, but pretty average. And for males, unfortunately, one of the leading causes of mortality, leading causes of death for males, is cardiac disease. We can train them to do a voluntary cardiac ultrasound, which involves looking at their heart while they're awake, just like we would do a fetal ultrasound and look at a baby. So that way they participate in their own medical care, which makes things less stressful, a little bit more fun, because he just gets to sit here and do really simple things while I give him breaks.
Do that one. Go further than that? Further than that. There you go, that was pretty good. And again, if he didn't want to do it, he doesn't have to. Some days he chooses not to come over, some days he comes halfway and then leaves. And if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. We just want to make sure that we give them the best care possible here at Zoo Atlanta. And we can show them a little demonstration like this for you guys.
Sorry.
So this is what we do every single day with all of our gorillas inside. We give them a full range of training opportunities to watch their health. Please not bang on the glass, guys.
Dude, please get your phone out of my face.
Very
This
soft
is
and
kind of
cute.
rude.
Oh no. And again, the reason that we don't treat anybody else at the same, we don't want anybody fighting to try to come over to train at the same time.
If I just came right in front
Cat
of you and
is
put
the
your
most
phone,
dominant in
my phone
this
right
group.
in
We
front
want
of your
to
face. Next to me.
reinforce that dominance.
That's just rude.
There you go. Y'all saw that? If you didn't see it in the back, I asked Taz for his tip, and he pointed his back end at Floyd, and Floyd took that as an opportunity to give him a little box in the behind, which happens pretty often. It's kind of his new favorite game. So once we're all done, I let him know that we're all done. Taz knows we're all done, and he can get up and walk away.
Parents do have the ability to mimic, but they do pick up what they want to pick up. There's really no way of controlling what they find interesting enough to want to mimic. Sydney's 28 years old. She'll live about 70 years. And can you tell them hi? Hi. And once we get that down, can you tell me you're a pretty bird? That's 100% of her human vocabulary. Even though she has the ability to mimic human sounds, she just doesn't find that interesting. That's not what she likes mimicking. She'd much rather mimic things like her favorite movie, Psycho. Or other squawks and squeals that you'd expect a parrot to make. She kind of tends to be our little gymnast around here, so we let her do the fun things like spin around, all the flips, and we save some of the fun mimicking for some of the other birds. But you are still really cute. I gave you a huge piece, and now we're going to sit and watch you eat that real quick. Can you give a little kiss goodbye? Thank you. That's name is Cortez, and Cortez is a blue and yellow macaw. These guys are native to the South America. Now, before we get started, I have a question for you guys. Do you think mimicry is natural?
Yeah.
Yes, is the right answer. It is a natural behavior, so sometimes that can be kind of confusing because when you meet parrots, they're making sounds that you don't think would be natural to a parrot. But the actual behavior of mimicry is extremely important for these guys. Now, before we get started, what do you sound like in the rainforest? That's his contact call. He's going to live in a big group of parents that he's going to need to be louder than. So he's got a nice loud contact call so he can communicate with all of his friends. Now we're going to use some of his other sounds to show how mimicry works. So let's say this half of the audience, you guys are all the flock of blue and yellow macaws that Kurt has hatched into. And you guys all communicate by saying hello. That's how you guys just sound. That's kind of your accent, if you will. But Cortez gets older and he wants to use his wings to find a girlfriend over here. So he's going to come over to this half of the audience, and you guys are another flock of blue and yellow macaws. So he says hello. And you guys say, he looks like me, but he doesn't sound like me, because you guys communicate differently than that first one. You guys have a different accent. So he's going to stay quiet on the outskirts of the flock until he finds out you guys sound like hi. And now that he can mimic your accent, you guys know he looks like you, he sounds like you, he can be a part of the flock. So a parrot's ability to mimic is their ability to change flock to flock as many times as they need to throughout their life, whether that be for food, new friends, whatever it may be. Now what that means for birds like Cortez, who just turned 34 on Thursday and has lived in a zoo his entire life, he picks up the sounds that he finds interesting in the zoo. So he knows a little bit about some of the animals we have around here, like our big kitties, or lions and tigers. We also occasionally get to meet a dog, the little dog, and even the turkeys. Do we get visited by turkeys? Yeah, that's what they sound like. But his best friends live down at the contact yard. He loves going down and hanging out with all of our billy goats. Now, when he's not hanging out around the zoo, he's here at the theater with us where he gets lots of enrichment. All of the animals here at Zoo Atlanta get enrichment. That's things we add to their day-to-day life to help them act out more natural behaviors, make sure that they're never bored and always have something to do. Now for our parents, send stuff like newspaper, phone books, wood blocks, things they can destroy. It could also be sensory enrichment, which is time with their favorite trainer, Christmas lights, music, and even movies. So our parents actually have their own flat screen TV and their own Disney Plus subscription. They get inside watching the Descendants movies all day long. Yeah, that's right. So they're just a little bit spoiled around here. But we have noticed Cortez is not as big a fan of the movies as he is music. He loves having a dance party. He also really likes his favorite artist, James Brown. And he's a big fan of sports too. He just thinks he's a giant cheerleader. Cheerleader? Not sure about that one. What about cheerleader? There we go. Little tiny rah rah rah. Now, as you can imagine, this is a very smart bird. Studies have shown, depending on the task, that parents have the cognitive ability of a 3 to 5-year-old human child. If you're looking at a bird who's going to live to 70, will act like a toddler that entire 70 years, and has a can opener on the front of his face. Please do research if you think this is going to be a good fit for your family. There's a very select few people out there this makes a good pet for. Just make sure you do research before you want to bring any animal into your home. I can tell you we have about 5 people who regularly work with him, and none of us have parrots at home. We get our fill here, isn't that right? Yeah, I love you, but I don't want you to go home with me. Now, with that being said, they are really smart. They're able to pick up on things that happen throughout the years, like certain times of year when we all get sniffles, and those sniffles will turn into a cold.
True.
And he's figured out that when the keeper sneezes, we don't come to work. So he figured if he sneezes, we don't make him work either. We never make you work. You get to run your own schedule, but you thought you got more time off if you sneeze. Does that work? No. Because all I have to do is say, Cortez, you seem to be sneezing a lot. I better go get our vets. Yeah, that gets better every single time. Now, Cortez, this audience has been great. Can you stick your tongue out at them? That's a little silly. No, be polite now. Give them a kiss. Thank you. Now, Cortez is the last bird I have for you guys here today, but if you have any questions, want to take pictures, feel free to come to the front of the stage. I'm just going to ask you guys to stay on the concrete. Cortez and I will stay on the green grass. Otherwise, enjoy your rest of the day here at Zoo Atlanta. Can you tell me how to go? Thank you.
Bye-bye.